USA. Watch us via Roku on your smart TV. Download the Millennium TV app from the App Store to stream our shows anywhere, anytime. Millennium TV.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Millennium News 24 Power Talk. I'm your host, Eric Stevenson, and I'm with you. Today we have a special guest live all the way from across the globe, from the country of Syria, the great country of Syria, with so much rich knowledge and history, and it's so much about the great country of Syria. I've read many, many years ago and heard so many great things about the great institutions of religion and knowledge and the great people of history who resided there, who come from there, who started from there, and many who's buried there. And we have back again Professor of Islamic Studies here live with us, Mr. Bara Ali Sabri. Welcome.
Welcome back. How are you?
Yes, great. As we had talked back, I believe in the month of Ramadan, we had talked about, we had such a short time to get into such a long discussion, but we kind of talked about what we could in the hour's time. And I said we would have you back at another time, which is today. Sometimes as we plan our shows, we try to create a subject ahead of time as to what we want to discuss and who we want to discuss it with and who we want to invite. Because I have such an overwhelming amount of people calling and asking the questions about the Gaza war so much, I'm like, I'm here and I have only as much information as you doing what our local media tells us. My understanding is that the President of the United States is negotiating peace talks to have a ceasefire, and they're very near to it, is what is told. I don't know how true it is or not, but we welcome you back, maybe to shine some light on exactly what's going on, Mr. Barra, because we have people are asking questions to me, and I said, well, I'd have to ask someone who may know. They asked me the questions about why is it that since October 7th, so many thousands of people are killed in Gaza, and it's continuing on. More territory, more deaths, more people, more children, more women. So people are asking a question that it seems that is more to just an October 7th incident. So there has to be something more historical in this situation from the beginning of the Palestinian creation of Palestine and up to now, the history, the occupation, and wanting to take over occupation of Palestine. And so maybe you could shine something on that, dealing with the beginning to where we're at, and might give us some better understanding.
Okay. Bismillah. So first, you asked me about, before the show, about if they bombed, the Israel government, but if they bombed villages or like streets recently or today. Actually, today there is a genocide. 25 people died from one family. Yesterday, a whole country, a whole family just being killed from like bombing, and there's not even one just is alive from this family. So we are sorry about this, what happened. And let me go with you to you told me about October of 7th of October, and let me go with you to 19 1842. Actually, brother Eric, a lot of like meeting happened between um, some of like people from Western countries, or let's call them who support the Zionism, and they want to let the country of Israel just exist on this earth. And this is, of course, I'm talking about 1842. So they did a lot of meeting, uh, and this has happened years. They planned for that years. Um, and let me just give you like this is what I'm telling you why I start from this, because I will talk about the suffering, the people's suffering. I'm talking about why the Palestinians, why we are here now, why every day like a lot of people like being killed, why like all this war happened. It's not, don't like focus on just one day happened. It's insane to believe that just because of just one day all this happened. Okay, that's it's not acceptable to focus on this point alone. Okay, even it's, I suppose it's, which is not, because even if, let's suppose, wherever who start, wherever who did, but just it's insane to believe that all this starts just from one mistake or just from one action. Okay, so all this happened before. We have Gaza, we have this Syria bombed years ago. All this genocides happened years ago. I'm talking about like since 1948. We have more than 50 years of this suffering. So why all this start? What's the reason? Actually, so that's why I told you this number. Like if we go back, okay, go back. I'm talking about like 1842,
Mm-hmm.
when when they did a lot of, when this idea like started, like they said why we should like, why we like, we can create this country, okay, and put all the Jews inside this country and let's call it Israel. So why we can do this? So they were planning from this just since 1842. And a lot of,
1842 was a plan from
yeah,
there. Mm.
yeah.
And
So
why Palestine? Why
the
there?
conferences, yeah, I'm going with you. So the
Okay.
conferences happened 1842. We have they made just for Zionism, and they want to like improve this idea, and then they will say, and they will like put this idea like anti uh, Semitism. How we can like put this idea and don't put yourself in this team. This is bad team. Look what they did in like in the World War II. Look what they did in Germany, the Nazis, all this. This is like they want to put all the people and force them to like take a look to one point. Okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
and they did this before. This is the social media. That's why when you can like start the meeting, or you can start like, do you condemn October 7th of October? Is
Hmm.
this true what Hamas did? All this happened. It's a wrong question, and you can't stop this, because this is a train. This is their train. This is their road that they built their road. So you can't go with that. Okay, that's why I'm talking to like, when you can, when Herzl, when he built this, and this is his idea, and he was an unbeliever. Okay, he was an unbeliever. So there is a benefit for that. Okay, so Campbell meeting, then Herzl, all this, they want to destroy Islam. That's their goal. Okay, that's why they put Israel in the middle. They put it in Palestine. So this is the goal, the main thing. When you can take a look and say, okay, what's the most important or the second important mosque after Al Kaaba? Okay, I'm sorry, the second important mosque. I'm talking about mosque. So the first important, which is in Al-Madinah, Al-Masjid al-Nabawi in Al-Madinah. But the second one is what it is. It's Al-Quds. It's Al-Masjid al-Aqsa. Okay, in Al-Quds. So this is the first place that people pray to in it before Al-Kaaba. Okay, before Al-Kaaba, people when they wanna like wanna pray, they
Mhm.
their faces. Okay, they want like instead of or in
Mecca.
not in Mecca, before Mecca. I'm talking before Mecca,
Yeah,
before
they,
Al-Kaaba.
they 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 turned their face towards the east, Jerusalem, before
Yeah,
Mecca. Yeah.
to Al-Quds side.
Mm. Mm.
Okay, then Prophet Muhammad SAW, he want to let people pray to the side or like to Al-Kaaba directly. That's
Mhm.
happened second. Okay, so that's all of this happened. They want to focus on that's the reason, the main reason. Okay, if I hide this fact, if I hide it, like if I put my hand on this important mosque, what's my benefit from this? I will like let Islam weaker. That's happened before. You can remember Salah ad-Din, what happened, and when they like the Christians battles, when they want to like just take control of Palestine, and they want to like occupy Al-Quds and Palestine. So that's not new. This is not new. This is a
Mhm.
new phase of fighting. This is not like, it's not the Jews. I'm sorry, but just Jews. If I go 1,000 year like before, no one from the Jews they think this is my country. Palestine is my country. No one even think about this. Okay, so that's a new phase. They made it, they created, and they really perfect with that. They are like professional. Do you mean like we can remember the millions that they killed in from Native Americans? Over 550 millions they killed over, and
Mm.
now those Native Americans, it's nothing. Okay, died. So they are perfect with this. They're really good with this, like build things, destroy things. So
We're going to
this is
take a break and
like,
come right back, Barra. Just hold your thought. We'll be right back after this break. Hello, viewers in America and across the world. This is Eric Stevenson, host of the Power Talk show on Millennium News 24. Tune in every week at Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, American Time, and also on all of your iOS and Android devices. Also on Smart TV and Apple, Amazon, and worldwide through Verizon Satellite. And also worldwide through www.millenniumtv.com. And that's www.millenniumnews24.com and through our social media, Millennium News. See you then. Welcome back to Millennium News 24 Power Talk. Your host, Eric Stevenson. I'm with you, and we're still here. Mr. Barra from Syria. So, Mr. Barra, you could continue, please.
yeah. So that's what I said. I said that those people are really good with that. So that's why their goal was they want to destroy Islam. If I want to ask now why they want to destroy Islam,
So,
maybe
what is the reason you said they wanted to destroy Islam?
of course, but just let me like I don't. If I want to explain why, I will take like a long time for that.
Okay,
But let
okay.
me like I want to
Okay.
like make it short. Islam like the all this like take care of the poorest people. Islam all the time like force the rich people to pay for the poor people like a little percent, like a little, maybe 2.5% from all their money that they didn't use it in all their
Mm.
years. So but just a lot of people they didn't like this about why I want to pay for this rich man, why I want to pay for like a taxes, so in this case they refuse this is one of the reasons. Of course this is from, if I go back, shaitan, and why like the devil hated, like they refused to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we can go like in the history. This will take me a lot of time, like A lot of people, they like to be injustice. They like to force people to do something. So this is normal in this humanity. So let's go back to so their goal, okay, what Herzl want to do is destroy Islam and destroy the leader of Islam, which is Al Khilafa, all this lead. Okay, they didn't like this because the system, Islam system, destroy every power want to take or put damage inside the society. You can't. It's a red line. You can't take but any damage. You can't like just hurt anyone inside the society because just you like or you want to do this. You can't do this. So the point is, those people, they hate like to let Islam like lead all things, and this is happening. I'm talking about since 19, I think 1970 or it's 1917. So which the Ottomans and before we when the over 100 years ago, when the Islam was the most powerful religion on this earth. So there was no we didn't found I'm sorry, we didn't find a World War One or World War Two, billion millions of people dying like this genocide. We didn't find this,
Mhm.
So this is a new, must be a reason, right? So
Mhm.
if you go back like 200 years, 300 years, you can't find those huge wars happened, a lot of people killed, and no one knows why. Like, why I'm dying? Okay, what's the reason? Now people, this man like walking, or those family that I mentioned to in the first meeting, that like were walking maybe or want to just buy something for his kid, and then like bombed. So why he died? What he did? Nothing. Just because he existed, just because he's in this place. This is the only. When you, a lot of mosques now around the world, and you, oh my God, you're act just, this is your luck because you live in Gaza. And so in this mosque or in this school at Tabi'in, Madrasat Tabi'in, they gathered 100 children or a lot of children. I forget the number actually, because the people, the Palestinians, they lost the number, not just because all the people forget numbers, a lot of people just dying, but wherever they gathered the children just to because there was like a challenge of memorization Quran. They want to like see who's first, who can like do this without mistake, who can. And then they bombed them. 100 children or 100 men like died. This is why. Okay, why those, excuse me, you killed those? Why, what they did? This is
Mhm.
not those, not Hamas. They didn't resist, they didn't do anything. So why, what's the reason? If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or in the last day after death, which is one of the reasons that the last day is exist, is real, that what we are living right now, like mentioned, that of course we will find a judge, the justice. Of course
So,
we will find.
so why are
And
they? So why is innocent women and children being killed who's not even Hamas
because
related?
that's a great question, and with my contact, because if you want to replace the people, if you want to
Mhm.
like make Jews in this country instead of Palestinians, so
Mm.
you can't let Palestinians stay.
Mm.
That's why you can't like let's suppose like we have a bottom, or we have a glass, and we want to build a new water. You can't. You,
Mm.
you need to remove the water inside
Mm. I
the
understand.
glass.
So what is
Uh,
so a lot of Palestinians will be displaced to other countries now. Um.
and let me go with you
Mhm.
when, and that's happened since 1948. That's happened. You can find a lot of Palestinians from the occupation,
Mhm.
Israel's occupation. A lot of Palestinians, you can find them in America, in England, in Syria, in Syria and Lebanon. There's a lot of them, but just after that, imagine. And I'm talking about the rights, So I'm talking about who will say like, let's let them go to Egypt, let them go to Syria. Okay, let me tell you a surprise. The legal of like Arab states, okay, or the Arabic countries, they gathered their words that we will not give Palestinians nationality. They will still Palestinians. What does that mean? You don't have rights. You don't have rights like just like a Syrian, just like the Lebanese. You don't have. So in this case, he can't forget. He can't forget. You are like tortured him. Even if you like let him out, the Palestinians inside Gaza, they knew that. We knew that. Okay, we can't like just okay go. This is joke. This is ridiculous.
Mm.
So in this case, you can find them all this resistance, all this fighting against the Israelis because they are. This is their only their only option. They can't find other way. It's impossible. What the okay? Any one of those like the smart people, politic that someone like he said, we will not, we will like Hamas shouldn't kill anyone. Hamas like wherever they did, I don't know actually how many people they killed or if they killed or not. But let's suppose that they someone like from our the genius or like who had like really high IQ. If you were in Gaza, what you would do? Okay, give me an option. Come on, that's we are from since 1948. What you did, what the humanity did. Where is the Palestinian country? Palestine. Where is Palestine? They were trying every time to remove this country and remove their memory with it, which is impossible because people can't forget. That's unfortunately that people not can't forget. And now you can just let me give you um, an information before
So
74.
who gives the people a right to go take over someone's country, kill them and kick them out, and just take their country?
Yeah,
Who gives them that right?
there's no right, but just when they wanna when this is the Palestinians or the Arabs. I'm talking about
Mm,
the Arabs. The Arabs, they were existing like before Israel. Before I'm talking before, not before their country. I'm talking 12 two let me remember the it's before um, thousand years, thousand years. We have 12,000 years BC, before Israel, before uh, even the Christianity, before it. The Arabs. I'm talking
mm,
about the Arabs.
mm,
Okay, so this is I'm talking about 12,000 years before the Christianity religion.
mhm.
They were existed in Palestine. This is fact. You can check.
12,000 years.
Yeah,
Mhm.
12,000 years, and so this is before, not before Netanyahu, before Netanyahu's grandfather.
Wow,
Oh, yeah. So
this is
this
a
is
very very ancient place. Very ancient.
yeah. So the let's say the the native people, okay, the native people who live in Palestine, they were Arabs. Okay, the native. I'm talking about
Mhm,
1,000 years
mhm,
before. So when I say, and this is fact, but just maybe you say, okay, what's the proof? The proof is exist. You need. I'm sorry, but you need to take a look and search about this because the Middle East, and I'm sorry, the social media or Israel, they wouldn't hide this wherever it cost. Okay, so of course you can't find it if you want to search on Google. Of course you
mm,
can. So in this case, you need to take a look. When they found like a fact, in their factory, in the scientists, when they found like this, like a land or pieces which is like belong to their grandfathers. I'm talking about like maybe since 1,000, before 1,000 or 10,000 years ago. They will not say it out loud, and they will like put it on CNN, for example.
Wow.
So all this is a link that I want to put it and mention to it between the Zionism, okay, the international, okay, the international Zionism and the church Zionism. So there is a link, because you know that, and I heard that, for example, uh, all those that you can find it, like the people, they want to like Israel country stay in Palestine. If you go to to his or her grandfather, you will find that he's from Europe. I'm not talking about his maybe. I'm not talking about 100 or 200 years ago. No, no. Go back like 50 years. Go back 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
So you find like maybe he was born in England. Okay, what? Why you are here? What are you doing? So that's the point. So and what I'm talking about is like people just need to read, not to listen to social media. You need to read. You need to take a look. When you read in the books, you can mention and you can find the truth. Okay, now it's clear. Maybe okay. Now what's new? Why I'm saying this? Why I'm telling you all this numbers? Why I'm telling you all these facts? Uh, Actually, because we need to put our like all like our effort, and we need to do like what we can to let all this in our memory and in our in our children's memory. We can't let this go away, because when they want to kill a lot of people, the idea from this, they want to remove their memory. Okay, when I focus on Gaza, just Gaza, and I forget there is a the West Bank that they killed in West Bank, which is no Hamas there, and not a lot of resistance. Each day, 2 years, I'm talking about like since 2022 to this day, each day they killed at least one or two from Palestinians, at least.
Mm-hmm.
If you
We're
wanna,
gonna have to take
if you
another
wanna,
break, Barra. We're
yeah.
gonna take another break for a moment and return right back. Just hold your thought. We go right back into it. Hello, viewers in America and across the world. This is Eric Stevenson, host of the Power Talk show on Millennium News 24. Tune in every week at Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, American Time, and also on all of your iOS and Android devices. Also on Smart TV and Apple, Amazon, and worldwide through Verizon Satellite, and also worldwide through www.millenniumtvnews.com, and that's www.millenniumnews24.com, and through our social media, Millennium News. See you then. Welcome back to Millennium News 24 Power Talk. Mr. Barra, we're back, and we could just continue on because we never get enough period of time to cover so much, but
Okay, let me like say like numbers. Okay, but just this is not the numbers. Those are our like, for me, it's our brothers. Okay, it's my brother. This man, like we have, for example, now 311 days since the genocide. We have 3,486 genocides happened. We have over 50,000 men who killed. We have 10,000 missing. We have 16,500 kill just oh my god, those children, people who murdered. We have like
16,000 children?
yeah, 16,500 children.
Children alone.
Children alone. We have a
Wow.
women, from women, take this, 11,000, 11,100. What do you want? You want like from journalist 168. What you
Wow.
want like but just you wanna know
Wow.
I'm sorry, I have a lot of numbers, but just you have hospitals, 34 hospitals like out of service. What do you
Mm,
want? Like okay, let me okay. We have 33 billion dollars. This is since the genocide. They lost. This is like all the destruction happened. It cost 33 billions billion
in
dollars.
damage. In damage.
The damage. But just now I'm thinking like if this is Ukraine, if that's Ukraine, okay, okay. If, what's the reaction for those numbers? What's the reaction? I will not answer on this because I think it's clear. It's clear to the answer. It was just really clear. But just if I want to like say, and now let's go in the second half of our meeting. But we need to mention why is Islam and what's the feeling of our people in Palestine, or this damage that I told you. Um, of course, it's painful. Of course, it's insane. Even though you can find man who lost his family and they say after that, Alhamdulillah, he said thanks Allah, thank you Allah, Alhamdulillah, I'm satisfied. Okay, his satisfaction from where the place. Okay, where is this power? Okay, when you find like a children, a little kid that
Mhm.
like all his family died, and I saw this in my own eyes because we have here camps for just from the for Palestinians. They were a kid, they were he were I'm sorry, he was a little kid. But just after this, when I found him, like he said, I lost my family. This man, he lost his cousins. This man, he lost his uncles. And then he's like, he said, like he's smiling. Okay, so this the power, this is his power, his soul. Like, what's the reason?
So
Actually,
are
the
they
reason.
watching all of this killing of their own families, and within they find this inner strength to keep going forward. They find this inner strength to go continue to pray. And so, I mean, it's something with the culture where they're connected to a strength of keeping to go forward. You know.
This is, if I want to call it, let's say it like it's a miracle, it's magic, it's superpower, but actually
Mhm.
it's all this. We saw this in the history with Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, with the companions. We saw this because this is the reason is this is Islam. You know, when Islam like rise his head,
Mhm.
no one can even stand in front of it. Why? Not because that Islam is a terrorist religion. No, because Islam fight the all like criminals, fight like injustice, fight all this, and fight it. Not, I'm not talking about fight, like what you can find this in the meeting or the, with in the politic. Okay, we are fighting terrorists. We killed. No, I'm talking about change people, fix people. I'm talking about if I'm saying like a fight terrorist, a terrorist man, or fight criminals, it doesn't mean that you will kill all of them. And that this is kill the idea. When Islam want to fight injustice, kill this idea. It doesn't mean that kill the man. Okay, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala honored the human being in general. So because Islam with this powerful or superpower, um, let's we will not lose our point. So that our people in Palestine, they got this power from Quran and from Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's story. When he know, okay, I'm sorry, when he knew that all his people that were dying, after death we have a new life, we have a better life, he will not even care about his sofa or his house or his phone.
Mm-hmm.
So we are, as a Muslims, when I take a look to Allah's book, when I know and I can understand the Quran and I can understand Arabic, so I will know that this point, this hadith, will give me hope for next life. This is a text, okay? It's not count in my life as a fun time that I'm just enjoy in it. No, I'm talking about this is a time that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala want to see what you will do, your reaction about all those facts, about all those things that happened around you. What is your reaction? This is the point. So if you said Alhamdulillah, because if you said this, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and He's the merciful, so and just deal with all this satisfaction, He will reward you. Okay, He will reward you. And in this case, uh, when we as a Muslims let our people and our children, since they were young or 4 or 5 years, read Quran, memorize, go to pray. Why all this? To get this power. Because we know that if he did this, he will got his benefit.
Mm.
Okay? So the and Palestinians, they really, as a people, and I know them, like a lot of them, like personally, I know them. Really, people, they want to learn. Okay, all of them, doctors, um, just people, they really have a knowledge, they really take care about science. I'm not talking about just in Islam, no, I'm talking about in general. And when you find this, and he focused on Quran and Sunnah, it's special because he tell you what you will do. Okay, that's happened, something happened, what's the best reaction, what you must do, how you can control of your feeling, how you can control of your heart, your anger, all of this. This is what Islam taught you. People in Gaza, they have a great teachers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when people, as you said, inside all the inside Gaza, we have more than 100 children or 100 human being who memorized Quran and ready to ask him. So we, and this is like, imagine, like, he's not okay, it's not a normal situation to, like, okay, I want to, like, I want to do memorization. This is a war. Inside the war, he want to learn.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of videos that inside the camps, they make like courses for Quran, courses for Sunnah, because because they don't, that's right, they don't have a power to rebuild the all their buildings, but they have power to rebuild their generation, their kids,
Mm-hmm.
the next generation, because they have a hope from Quran. This is not, okay, this is not a joke when I say that Israel will not stay forever, and this will go at the end. And I will say this in my eyes, because it's not too far. Okay, because now you can see the reaction, which is really, really impressive. Actually, you can see the reaction that now a lot of people hate this country, hate who lead Israel, hate the name, hate the color, hate the flag. Why is that? Because they, all those are criminals. So when you see this, You can imagine from hadith that Prophet Muhammad saw it, that at the end, their idea, this Israel, that we will stay in Palestine, they will disappear. And they will not find a place to hide themselves, those the criminals I'm talking about. So when you see this now, okay, the 7th of October, start this let's suppose this fact that will happen, but we didn't see it yet. But because I believe Israel will not stay, so I put my power to let this idea through or go through my students, that you need to learn, because you need to rebuild what Israel destroy. Got the point? So
Yeah.
that's, as a Muslim, what you want to destroy, I want to fight you to stop you, okay? And then I want to rebuild what you destroy,
So
because
you
Allah
think
subhanahu
that
wa
the Palestinians would get their land back to rebuild?
ta'ala, to rebuild,
Yeah, you think they would get the land back?
of course, this is 100%. And I all this power, but just I saw, and I read before, and we as a Muslims, like we handle with battles like this. And if you want to destroy my land, I know that I can rebuild this faster than you even imagine, because we have this power, because we have Quran and we have Sunnah, and we are proud of having this Quran and Sunnah as a Muslims, all of us
Mhm.
as a Muslims, even if you're Arabs or if you're, American, even if you're like from UK. So because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us this legacy to build the word, to build the humanity, to let people know more, to because this is our job. Why we have a mind to think that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is our creator, is our God. Okay, that's first. Second time, I want to learn what he wants from me to build. Shaitan wanna destroy. They want to kill. I want to let people alive. I want to doctors. I want to people like, this is the Islam. When you find people like Israel, and I don't know why there are people like, because I'm not thinking like, for example, like Netanyahu. I can't think like why he want to kill people. I can't give you a real. Maybe he
We're
got
going to take another break, Brother Barrow, and come
like
right back and finish off.
an information.
Another break. Hello, viewers in America and across the world. This is Eric Stevenson, host of the Power Talk show on Millennium News 24. Tune in every week at Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, American Time, and also on all of your iOS and Android devices. Also, all smart TV and Apple, Amazon, and worldwide through Verizon Satellite. And also worldwide through www.millenniumtvnews.com. And that's www.millenniumnews24.com and through our social media, Millennium News. See you there. Welcome back to Power Talk here, Millennium News 24. Okay, Mr. Bauer, on our last segment part here, I have a question.
Yeah.
After hearing all of these things you just mentioned over the last 45 minutes about the injustices, the genocide, the wrongful killing of 11,000 or plus children alone, another 14,000 women alone, and that's not counting the men, that's not counting the journalists, that's not counting all the things, that's not totaling up the 34 hospitals that's damaged or blown up. So schools, and then even religious institutions, the mosques being blown up. I mean, what is the fix here? What is the solution of restoration, of restoring this back?
First, everyone should do or must do what he can to let people, like, the solution is Islam first. You can find this if you take a look to the history for like last 100 years. You can find that the solution is Islam. Go back to the real Islam. And I'm not talking about what social media said. I'm talking about if you want to take this from real source, clear source. You can mention that the real solution is follow Islam in everything, brother. As a human being, as a leader, as a government, as a family, as a kid, as a teaching, all of this you must live inside this mindset so you can build just like people in Gaza. Wherever you got, wherever you like, they want to fight you.
Mm-hmm.
I want to rebuild again. Okay, your distraction, I want to make it, transform it to flower. That's hadith.
Mm-hmm.
If Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, if the time is done, last day is come now, and one of you like got on his own hand a flower, put it on the ground. Okay, the last day is come now. It's the earth will go. We finish now.
Mm-hmm.
But even though you must put a flower on the ground. You know, in the tafsir of hadith, the scientists, what they said maybe it's not the last day. Maybe the people, because you as a human being, it's not your job to know when the last day will come.
Mm-hmm.
You as a human being, your last at just your last second on this earth, you
Mm-hmm.
must put flowers, you must learn, you must teach, you must build. This is
Mm-hmm.
your job as a Muslim. Of course, we have a rules, we have a specific rules for that, we have courses for that, but the fix to fix this, me for example, I have a children, I need to let him know more about what's going on, what's the right road, what's the bad road, what's happened now. I want to put him and in front of a clear source. Okay, not I'm not put it like in front, for example, in front of people that want to distract his attention and make it go and ask those ridiculous questions, to focus on specific point and forget the general, like all this huge photo. Okay, so this is my this is my duty as a father. I need to take care of my wife, teach her, let her know, take care of her. Okay, we need to first remember people's memory. Okay, the injustice, wherever you find it, you need to remember it and learn, and let your children, you let your your friends, your society know that this is wrong. So when these children grow up, he will know that I can't go in injustice road. I need to go in a road where people will take benefit. People will like learn. People will like build this word to got a point, and this is the system, Islam's system. There is no poorless people. There is no man who needs something, and that's happened in Islam when the leader was a Muslim for all Muslims country. We got, or we were like controlling the Islamic countries by one leader. This one leader who take control of all, for example, the Middle East. Okay, there, we got to point, brother Eric.
Mm-hmm.
There, there was were no even one poorless man in Umar ibn Abdul Aziz. When Umar ibn Abdul Aziz was a leader, if someone that you know, this has happened, you can go and check. This is Umar ibn Abdul Aziz was a leader, okay, as a Khalifa, okay, for all Muslims in all the world. So he, after like 1 year from his lead, they got to point, the Muslims got to point the server or the employee with the gold and money, go inside and between the streets. Anyone want to like marry, so we can give him money. Anyone needs us to take, anyone sick, you need medicine, anyone. And not even one person said yes, I am. Everyone live in peace. Everyone lives as a, this is the utopia that I'm talking about. That is real. But why it's not happened? Because people like Netanyahu, we have people like Israel, they want to just distract, they want to just destroy things. So we can't build our utopia unless we can like be powerful and be and just stop them, because we need this power to stop them. When I'm saying these words, okay, I'm talking seriously to make this inside our hand, inside our mind. If we can't put it in real, like in on the ground now, because
Mhm.
we don't have this power. But one day, the generations will come. Okay, our childrens will come. Maybe we will come, and we will change this, because maybe one day, if we will good, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give us power to change, for fix all this destruction and all this uh, evil system.
Well, it's a long journey, and it's a long journey that has to have a quick ending. Um, but it doesn't seem like much is happening. But the continuation of killing. If you look at the news outlets here in America, you would think the war is over. You would think it's a ceasefire. You would think they started rebuilding already. But
No, 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 no,
hearing from
no,
what
no.
you're
This is
saying,
not.
this is not the case.
Even ceasefires happened. Even now, everything is good with ceasefire. They will not stop killing.
Yeah.
They will
So
not stop killing.
there is a bigger
And the
picture to
Palestinians
all
know
of
this.
this. Yeah,
The Palestinians know this. They know that
yeah,
this. They know that they
yeah.
will not stop killing, but unless they will like make it, not 1,000, not 100 by a day. No, because they said, Netanyahu said, okay, I will make ceasefire, so he can't kill 100 in a day. He will kill 10.
Yeah. It seems like this is what it boils down to. It's about occupation now.
Yeah.
Occupying land, and because I don't see any other reason why people are being continued to be killed and pushed out. I mean, I would think that even if it was an eye for an eye, it's beyond that. So you can't say what happened on October 7th. We still retaliating to
That's
that.
logic.
It can't
That's
be.
logic.
It can't be correct.
Yeah, let me
Um,
give you like take a look to Israel's like the social media. I'm talking, or like Israel channels. How many people they killed? The Hamas killed. How many? How
I don't
many?
know. They said
Oh
200 or
yeah, but just
something.
no,
I
no. How
don't
many?
know.
Just it's not. The first 7 months from Netanyahu's leading from Netanyahu's leading, the 36 from like Israel's like killed. 36. The first 7 months. Our 7 months since the genocide, or October, or 7th of October. How many thousand? That's not the rule. If you kill one, for example, one soldier who want to kill your family, if you kill him, you are a terrorist. This is the system. If you kill him, you are a terrorist. You need to stop killing. You do bad things, but he killed all of your family. Yeah, yeah, it's fine. You need to like take calm, be calm.
Mhm,
Don't do anything, okay? Even if
mhm,
he's a killer in front of you,
mhm,
they take control. Take care. This is what they want to do. And
mhm.
even though like the hostage, you can take a look to the hostages in like inside Gaza, the Israel's hostages, and the hostages, which is thousand, not just 100,000, maybe 10 or 100,000. I don't know the number. Just it's really big number. I lost count. Um, inside the prison, inside all those terrorists. No,
Mhm.
it's not those people inside Palestinians inside the jails, Israel's jail. Those people are not criminals or a terrorist. Those people are Palestinians. This is the crime.
Well, are you continuing to teach through all of this? Are you still teaching the Quran and Hadith studies?
Yeah, alhamdulillah. I'm still
Through all of
teaching.
this?
Alhamdulillah.
This is not a distraction, knowing you're so close to home, and this is not distracting the people from learning.
This is my duty to let people know.
So
Not just I'm not talking about the way of
if
building.
people want to tune in to study or get classes from your or Islamic studies, are they able to do so online?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm able to. I'm still teaching. If I'm still teaching courses, and I'm doing a plan to do more courses for a lot of people.
You mind giving your email address for those who's listening who may want to take distance learning and on the Quran studies or Arabic language or Hadith studies?
Of course. My email is. Do you have it, or you want me to send it?
You can repeat it.
Okay. Bara, B-A-R-A. Bara.
Yeah, I see BARA 123 REW.
Yeah.
At gmail.com. That's Barra, BARA 123 REW at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Barrett, believe it or not, we'll have to get you back a third, fourth, or fifth time because we're out of time.
It's my pleasure.
It's so much light and it's so enlightening to hear from somebody who's on the ground right there who could give us some better news than what they're trying to give us here. It's just unfortunate that people is covering up truth where the American people should really know what the truth is, so we really know what we're supporting or not supporting, and it should be of truth and honesty. But apparently, it's something else. Thank you for sharing light on that, and it has to be more than ceasefire. A rebuilding effort is so many other things, but the ceasefire has to happen like today,
Inshallah.
But Allah knows best. So we thank you, Mr. Barra, for tuning in and coming back on the Power Talk right here, Millennium News 24. May Allah bless you in continuing your great work in helping to enlighten people and educate people on a straight path that we will have a straighter society. And we thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.